Well, good morning, basketball fans here. Have to make some adjustments to our cameras as soon as it's going to let me do so. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with Peyton Moldenhauer and Reagan here on our portable unit as we get ready here for our next broadcast. Just a reminder here, it says I just switched back over if we get things that get messy here. Just make sure that you stay with us here. We will. I'll have to probably do a reboot and we'll get things rolling here. But we'll step aside here, see if we can run some ads, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with Peyton Moldenhauer. Of course not. It's not going to let me. It'll just be in the pain in the backside. Of course, it won't even let me.
Organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@wc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian. Don't have my sound up and working, so now I think we have our sound, but it's not working smoothly here, so I'm going to probably do some rebooting here if I need to here shortly. Just stick with us, okay? Peyton, go ahead and talk for right now.
All right. Going off the Pardeeville girls season thus far, they entered today 10-2. Two of their losses to some very competitive teams. They lost to Westfield as of recently, and at Lourdes Academy in later December. Lourdes Academy leading the Trailways East. I believe Westfield's probably leading their respective conference as well. They are City Bulldogs. Quick review. They are 10-2 on the season, 6-0 in conference play. Their two losses to some very competitive teams. The respective loss to the Lourdes Academy girls, who are leading the Trailways East in standings this year, as well as their most recent game to the Westfield girls. Very, very good. I think it's out of the I can't remember the conference they're in.
For which one?
but they're winning, and Westfield's a really good program nonetheless. So they're winning a lot of basketball this year. And going into some individual stats, we have.
Keep going. Go ahead.
Okay. Hallberg is leading the way for the Lady Bulldogs. 18.3 points per game, 43% from the field, 78 from the free throw line, very impressive, and shooting almost 33% from three-point land, high of 34 in a ball game this year. Ava Wagner follows that up with 17 points per game, shooting 50% from the field, 57% from the free throw line, and is 1 of 2 from 3 this year. She has a 33-point game high this season. Lexi Hughes rounds their top 3 up with 12.4 points per game, shooting 33% from the field, 38% from the free throw line, and 23% from three-point land. Game high of 23 this season. Lexi Hughes also leads the way with assists per game, almost 5 assists per game, only has 4.5 turnovers, and averages over 5 steals a game. Impressive steal number. Hallberg and Hasley just behind, averaging just about 4 assists per game each, around 2.5 and 3 turnovers per game. Hallberg has also 5 steals per game. Impressive stat as well. Going off rebounds, Wagner leading the way with almost 12 rebounds per game. Big stat to mention here, 79 on the offensive glass, 61 on the defensive. She is going to be very persistent on the offensive glass today. Going to be fun to watch, but it's going to be a really good matchup. Oakfield has a really good big of their own. Will be fun to see how that turns out. The rest of the Pardeeville Bulldogs lineup averages 6 to 5 rebounds per game, respectively.
Team stats.
Team statistics for the Lady Bulldogs. They are winning first half ball games 368 to 201 this season. Second half, 410 points to just about 300. They are outscoring their opponents 777 to 496. They are winning ball games by a lot. They are shooting a team field goal percentage of 38% this year, shooting almost 53% from the free throw line, and just over 25% from three. They average 16 assists per game to an opponent's 9. They average 19 turnovers per game, and they have 16.5 steals per game. They force a lot of turnovers. They also rebound the ball at a very high rate. 41 rebounds per game. Opponents are averaging 31. And the Bulldogs obviously doing a good job on the defensive glass, but huge props to their offensive rebounding capabilities. Just says a lot on the stat sheet. This is my first time getting to watch them this year. Should be a fun game. That's what we talk about with these Trailways crossover games, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a really good instance where I think they did a really good job of lining up two teams on a very similar level. And I love when the forwards on the teams have such a great matchup. They're the most fun to watch. And we mentioned traditional basketball. Can't forget about the forwards.
Exactly. Let's talk about the Oakfield Mighty Oaks.
All right, for the Lady Oaks this season, they are 7-4 coming in today. 4-1 in conference play. They are coming off a win against Living Word Lutheran. They lost to Lourdes Academy, who is leading their respective conference in the East.
Ranked number 5, I believe, in Division 5?
4 or 5.
4 might be, yeah.
They're back and forth year by year. The Lady Oaks, second in their respective East Conference. They beat Random Lake, lost to a good Kiel team in a holiday tournament. They beat CWC earlier this year, and they had a couple non-conference flyway games earlier in the year. So they load their non-conference games with some bigger schools. Great competition. Good to see.
Let's take a look at some individual statistics.
Leading the way is their senior forward, Georgia Hoffman. Just over 23 points per game, shooting 40% from the field, over 80% from the free throw line. She is 9 of 56 from three-point land, has a game high of 32 this season. Krista Sable, 8.5. Sable.
Yep.
Thank you for your correction.
Yep, no problem.
She is averaging 8.5 points per game, also shooting 41% from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 18 of 43 from three-point land, 42%, game high of 18. Alexis Liebenow, 7.2 points per game, 40% from the field as well, just shooting underneath 50% from the free throw line, and is shooting almost 46% from three-point land, also a game high of 18. Krista Sable leading the way with assists, just over 4 assists per game, 2 steals per game, doesn't even average 2 turnovers per game. Good margin there. Georgia Hoffman and Alexis Liebenow right behind, following with 2.5 assists per game. Hoffman also averaging a team-high 3.6 steals per game. Rebounds, Georgia Hoffman, they're big, leading the way with 12 rebounds a game, 76 on the defensive glass, 56 offensively. And we have Krista Sable following up with 5 rebounds per game, and a couple others in the 4 and 3 range.
Let's take a look at some of the team stats real quickly.
Oakfield for a 7-4 team, but a lot of really good non-conference competition. They are outscoring their opponents 552 to 512 on the season. Margins compare for both halves. You're going to get the same team both halves, it seems. They are shooting 36% from the field as a team, 66% from the free throw line. Really good free throw numbers there. And three-pointers, they're shooting 29% from 3. These are really good shooting measures.
Yeah.
And
all right.
We'll get going.
Yeah,
I think we covered basically everything.
We
everything
tried.
you really need to know. It's going to be a great matchup. I'm thrilled.
Starting lineup here. Just stand at center court. I'm not sure who's going to go first. Oh, you're good. Look at that. Here we go. Starting lineup here for, I'll let you announce those while I finish out the sheet.
Gotcha. Natalie Peissig at guard for the Bulldogs. Number 21, Leighton Hasley. Number 24, Lexi Hughes. And we have Bronte Hallberg starting at forward, and rounding up the lineup is Celia Kupfhammer.
Good
Oh,
job
that was
there.
Ava Wagner, actually, out on the floor. Makes confused numbers here.
Here we go, starting lineup. Go ahead.
I don't have any numbers.
I got
for
it. I'll
these
take
girls.
care of
Okay.
it. Yeah. Meredith Steinke. Number 3, Ryan Vielbig. Number 4, Krista Sable. Number 41, Georgia Hoffman. And number 10, Alexis Liebenow are your starters for Oakfield here. Peyton, I'm looking forward to a fantastic contest, just like you said. as well. So again, every once in a while we get this glitchiness here, and I'm not sure if it's my computer's not handling it well or if it's the switcher, but we've just switched it over here. Thank you to Reagan for on the floor as we get ready here for the contest. Here's the roster for Oakfield. I'm sorry if see how you can hold them possibly together here as we get ready to jump ball here. Georgia Hoffman loses to number 34, Bronte Hallberg.
Possession Bulldogs.
Bulldogs should be in, this will be a really interesting contest here, especially between the two bigs.
Right.
We'll see how things handle out here.
They always make for fun matchups. Hallberg leading scorer for the Bulldogs. Good ball movement early. They got it moving. Hallberg, open three-point attempt.
And grabbed there by Lexus Liebnow. Georgia Hoffman with it now for the Oaks. Kicked over to Krista Sabel, back to Meredith Steinke. Working the ball inside, driving. Steinke just off the front of the rim. Rebound to Natalie Peisig.
Nice floater attempt off the bat. Hasley in the corner. Looks for Hallberg cutting on the baseline.
Good defense there by Krista Sabel in their man-to-man defense to start. Looks like, is that the same thing that we're seeing from the Bulldogs? No, it looks like they're in a zone. 2-3 zone inside to Georgia Hoffman. Kicks out to Vielbig. Just off the front of the rim again. Rebound to the Bulldogs.
Ava Wagner grabs that one. She's averaging 12 rebounds a game. Good look up the floor. That goes to Natalie Peisig. First basket of the game.
Looks like the Oaks there fell asleep on their man-to-man as she ran the court.
Yep, still relatively early.
Very early here, yes. As far as a morning game, how many of these times the girls play a morning game? I don't think it's very often.
Nope. It's probably been since the grade school days in early tournament mornings.
That would have been my guess as well.
Yep.
The Pardeeville Bulldogs have got one heck of a team this year, so this is the first time I think that I'm going to get a chance to see them in person. I'm trying to recall. Good shot there by number 21, laying it in, Leighton Hasley.
They had a good squad last year. They returned a lot.
Inside to Georgia, double team, good move there, Georgia Hoffman.
Good footwork down low.
Puts the first bucket up there for the Lady Oaks. Good reach around there for Georgia Hoffman on the defensive side. Moves the ball up. Really a hard pass. I think you're going to have a hard time with those cross-court passes today, Peyton.
Yep, this Pardeeville girls team, they very active hands. They force a lot of turnovers. They don't want to be careful with those like you mentioned.
I just think that the speed also and the reaction time that you see from like that, again, it's just way too far. And
got to watch Lexi Hughes a little last year. She's a pest on defense. Not able to put that one in, but
Hallberg with a foul.
fouls it up and cleans up the boards.
Vielbig blocked. Pushing it up for the Bulldogs. Number 24, Lexi Hughes again, right to the hoop. Just missing. Georgia Hoffman in there with a battle. Trying to get it. Krista Sabel.
Those two are going to go at it all day.
I think so.
They rebound the ball at an alarming rate, and very good ball players.
They're both going to be pretty physical about it. Georgia Hoffman, she will turn, step, fires. Just a little short at the free throw line. 6-2 still is your score, if you can see that on the scoreboard there. Reagan, I've got to switch down to her camera down below, and that'll be a foul on Georgia Hoffman.
Great pass in low. Sneaks it over the hands of Hoffman. Wagner goes to the line to shoot two.
We'll have to fix the instant replay a little bit later here. We'll stay with Reagan. She's got the free throw shot here for number 43, Ava Wagner. And makes the first. First foul on Georgia Hoffman.
Yep, first team foul, first foul of the game.
Wagner, one more.
We've Emma Gentz checked into the game.
And
Wagner
nice job there.
8-2 ball game early here in the first half. Oaks break the press.
Good ball movement here. Shot from Liebno, little short. Comes back out to her. Good rebound.
That's why you follow your shot.
Right into Hoffman. She's going to go up. They are going to double team her all day long, I have a feeling, Peyton.
Smartly, they will be. Coach Gunther, he knows what he's doing. Wagner, second chance opportunity.
Looks like Georgia may have taken a shot to the eye or to the nose. Oh, she lost her contact. So she's trying to figure out what to do about that, because it seems like it either got displaced or completely lost it, is more what it sounds like to me if I'm sitting here listening to her. So they end up having to use a substitution, so I'm not sure what will happen.
Probably out momentarily. Seems like maybe it's still in the eye somewhere. Good turnaround jumper for Lexi Hughes in the middle of the lane. 10-point lead early for the Bulldogs. They are out and running.
Lydia Fleury comes in for Georgia Hoffman. Pop for Krista Sabel. Just a little bit short. I saw Olivia Vielbig come in as well, number 23. Heather Rothring is also, or Haley Rothring in. Another 30.
Good box out down low by Vielbig.
One of the shortest girls on the court.
Got to box out when you're not as tall as the rest.
Trailing by 10 already are the Lady Oaks.
I believe they gave Peisig that foul for Pardeeville.
Thank you.
Over the back violation.
Good defense.
Timeout on the floor.
Coach has got to take. He's going to take that 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Friday, January 31st is going to be a special night as the basketball teams and fans of Central Wisconsin Christian, Hildisford, and Johnson Creek join forces for Hoops for Hope, a night for cancer at the CWC Gymnasium. Several activities will be taking place to raise funds to support 2 area families battling brain cancer. CWC Director of Advancement Greg Zonefeld and CWC 20.
Welcome back. Sorry about cutting off that ad here. Timing's a little bit off. Again, I just don't think you're going to be able to make those passes. They're going to have to change up how they're going to run their offense.
Yep. Great trap in the corner and great rotation on the weak side by the Bulldogs. Great hustle there. Sabel on the other end for the Oaks.
Good camera work there by Reagan as we were on her portable on the floor. Back to live action here.
Sabel skip pass.
Wow.
Gets that one over. Rothering in the game for the Oaks. Vielbig into the lane. Good use of the pivot foot.
Lydia Fleury there for a second. Back over to Vielbig. Good ball movement here now. They're just going to have to be careful, I think, Peyton. You've got to be careful. Good work inside with those long skip passes. I just think that it's just not going to be there. Fleury had a chance, but she is not a three-point shooter, and she knows it. Rothring, she'll take it into the lane. She's going to get stopped. Got to step out. Here we go. I don't know, Peyton, how many times, how do you work on making sure that you're not in that box for 3 seconds?
It's got to be a ticking clock in your head. As soon as you enter the lane, you got to know where you are, and not that you're counting, but flash hard, and if you got nothing, get out of there, because typically if you're sitting in there anyways, you're taking up space that's valuable, and even if you're a post player, rather find yourself on the block. So the lane's a good area to attack the lane for guards, and the less traffic in the lane, the better.
Pardeeville still with a 10-point lead here in this Trailways crossover action here. Good takeaway there by Rothring.
They need a
Georgia
bucket
Hoffman
here, but
back in the game. Sorry about that.
Hallberg comes away with that one. Almost has 5 steals per game, if not, she does.
Yeah.
Puts that one in. Also their leading scorer.
Lead now to Hoffman.
Guarded close by Hughes.
Pass over to Olivia Vielbig. Gets it inside to Lydia Fleury. Trying to create some space. She has good moves down there. I think she just needs to have some confidence about taking shots. I mean, as you're watching, hopefully you'll see the same thing, but when I've covered, good move there by Vielbig. Tries to kick it out. Lieb now had a chance. Fleury can handle the ball. Not over and back because it was knocked away, but what defense do we have going here? The suffocating man-to-man.
They're everywhere, and then a great hand on the defensive end by Wagner.
Unbelievable work. Again, I believe this is the first time I've seen Pardeeville play the girls.
I think suffocating is a great word to use, Jeff.
Yeah, they're just all over you.
No room to breathe. Nice rebound by Georgia Hoffman.
Vielbig with control. Gets it into Hoffman. She's going to try and back herself in. Could not. Olivia Vielbig will shoot the 3. Nails one, and that's a big point there.
Good inside-out basketball.
For Olivia Vielbig. Don't see her shooting a lot usually when I'm over there covering. Got Reagan's floor action here one more time. We'll see what this looks like here for the Pardeeville offense. A lot of dribble, drive, and kick.
Yep.
And is that the specific offense that's run? Good block there from
think
behind.
So. They got a lot of talented guard play, and I think Coach Gunther wants to let his talented players work it themselves. Hoffman top the key 3, just rims out. Good hustle down low on the baseline. Jump ball.
Olivia Vielbig in there battling. It's going to still be a Pardeeville ball, but a good work. What a good job there coming in for both Rothring and for Vielbig. Steinke back in the game. Going to be running. It looks like Lydia Fleury is going to stay out there to try and match the 2 bigs is what it looks like they're going to try and stay, because that typically is not a offense that is usually run. Trying to work, I think, again on their zone defense this time. Inside, couldn't quite get it. Good battle here. Georgia Hoffman takes it away.
Good look down low for the Bulldogs. Couldn't capitalize.
Good pick.
Forces it into the high post. Wasn't quite there. Good look on the opposite end. Great pass. That was Sophia Jerome dishing it to Hallberg on the opposite end.
Into the corner to lead now, down into Georgia Hoffman.
Good look there. Long off the glass. Rebound by Wagner.
Yeah, Lydia Fleury had it there for a second. She doesn't have the strength to go up against Wagner. She's going to have to grab it clean and hold it clean. Good block there by Lydia Fleury.
They collapse down low.
Yeah.
Jerome tosses that one out of bounds. Good trap by the Oakfield Oaks.
So far, over the last 3 minutes, or last 2 minutes, I guess I would say here, Peyton, the Oaks have finally matched the intensity of the Bulldogs and matched their scoring.
Yep, starting to play a steady game here. Great look on the left elbow for Hoffman.
Georgia Hoffman nails that one.
It's too bad that 3 earlier couldn't fall in for her. Otherwise, we're talking a 2-possession ball game. But yeah, they've definitely matched it. I expect a fairly even ball game going forward now. Bulldogs brought the energy early.
Yeah, and that typically has not been the Lady Oaks specialty to get a fast start. Krista Sabo runs that one down.
They certainly don't extend the ball pressure like the Bulldogs do, but they're rebounding well we got a traveling violation before anything else is called on the floor.
It looked like the ball was knocked free. And I thought that it was going to be completely free, but I don't think it was. And that's why the traveling call, I'm guessing there, Peyton.
Fair to assume. It's kind of a bang-bang play.
Yeah.
Pick and roll on the left side between Jerome and Wagner. Moves it over to Hasley.
Back into their man-to-man defense.
Yep. Keeping it fresh.
Good ball movement again here by Pardeeville.
Holberg over to Hasley for the corner three. That's short. Rebound by Hoffman. Good ball handling skills for post player. Corner three in the corner was Sabel.
Yeah, Georgia actually almost was basically the point guard last year, as she had her sister who was the post player.
Okay.
And obviously losing that size, they now had to switch positions here. That's going to be on the line, and a turnover. Georgia Hoffman's looking like she's going to have to work hard today.
Definitely going to have her work cut out for her, as is Wagner. Two talented post players.
First half here is flying by, if you ask me. Had it inside. Steinke battles for it, kicks it out to Liebnow. She nails one.
Deep two. 16-9 ball game with just over 6 minutes remaining in the first half.
So far, pretty clean, too, for the tough defense.
Right.
Nails that one for three. Well, I thought her foot might have been on the line, but that's okay. It still was a good, clean shot. Back up to 10.
And against with that three. Nice inside-out basketball.
Driving in is Vielbig. Tried to get it underneath, a little wraparound to Georgia. She lays it up.
Beautiful pass down low.
Good hands there.
Yep, not easy to secure either in traffic. Great play by both.
11-19. Coach is trying to get his bench to get rolling here, too.
Yep, keeping them all into it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like yet they've responded yet here. That's going to be a kick ball.
They're going to need a little run of their own to bring it right around the same score. Only 3 possessions out yet early, but.
Rothring comes in for Liebnow.
Got
5 seconds.
5 seconds. The baseline out of bounds. Great defense by the Oaks. They'll look to make this a 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, nobody was seeming to move, so I don't know if they knew that the ball was even in play. But
yeah, it was almost awkward.
Yeah, it was. It just seemed
Didn't
like
really know
all
what
of a
was
sudden,
going on.
right. Rothring.
Great look down low. Nice kick out. Steinke. Shot attempt no good. Trap down low. We're going to get a foul on the trap. Reach in foul.
That'll be on Rothring, I'm guessing. Yep. But you know what? I like the fact that they're in there battling for the ball here.
They definitely got, I mean, you get 5 for a reason, but
right.
A lack of fouls early. You might as well be aggressive.
Oh, Reagan, you switched on me. I wasn't even paying attention. My apologies.
Pass tipped away, stolen on the attack by Gentz. Oaks take it right back. Steinke skip pass, no one there. Goes out of bounds.
I think that you're talking about that clock in your head, right? So if they pick up the ball, you have 5 seconds if you're guarded tight to get rid of it, correct?
Yep.
Otherwise, it's
That's
another turnover,
yep.
right?
It's another type of time clock you got to have in your head for guards.
Right, and that's what I was thinking. May have been in her head right there.
Couple cutters. Didn't communicate it well on that side. Schultz drives right, kicks Peissig to the wing. Post look for Wagner.
They had her fronted.
Fronted and backed.
Yeah, right.
Good read by the Oaks. They'll kick it out to Schultz on the top of the key. Drives in a lane. Good hands by Hoffman again. Probably had the floater. They're fighting on the ground.
Jump ball.
Call it jump ball.
I was surprised that, who was that? 34 was Hallberg. I'm surprised she didn't take that shot on the drive there. I thought she had it instead of dishing.
Yeah, 24 Schultz.
Oh, okay.
Had that one. I thought she had a floater as well, but there's a jump ball there on the last.
Yeah, so possession stays with Pardeeville.
Yep, and it's going to stay here.
Comes out
Oaks in a 2-3 defense here.
to their zone.
Good hand again by Hoffman. Using her feet to get around. Active hands.
That is not as easy as she's making it look, is it?
No, especially against another talented big in the post. It's never easy. And seeing such talented post players in the Trailways isn't always a guarantee.
Right.
When you're in smaller conferences, you got a couple 6-footers. It's a rarity. And Georgia Hoffman capitalized on the opposite end. 2-possession ball game. 19-13. Hallberg pushes down the floor. Good look. Short. Great contest by Sobel.
Yeah, great defensive set to get herself set.
Rebound by Steinke. Great hands on the opposite end by Hughes, as she usually does. Euro step. Hard off the glass. Wagner comes down, follows up, cleans up the boards. That was a situation where you needed your Oakfield Oaks to pursue as a team down the floor to grab that board there. They had 2 down there, and then the rest didn't quite follow up. Great pass down low. That was to Rothering. Great look. That one won't fall.
They have to execute on those. Kick ball there by Georgia. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the first half. Fleury's going to come in for Georgia Hoffman. And coming in for Meredith Steinke is going to be Alexis Liebnow.
Wagner stays in the game. I don't think she's come out quite yet.
I don't think so either.
She's got to do a lot less running than Hoffman does. These Pardeeville guards do a lot of the extended ball work up top.
Reagan down there below still stays with the Oaks.
Tipped away. Baseline out of bounds there in a box set. Set cross screens away. Sobel in the corner. Skip pass over to Vielberg.
Vielbig with it. Drives in. Lays it in. Nice job there. Ryan
Shot with the
Vielbig.
left.
The smallest player on the court. Dribble drive in. And lays it up and under.
Wagner at the post move. Gets it out of there. In the middle of traffic. Schultz attacking left. Good defense by Sobel. Straight up. Rothering recovers. Good kick to the corner. That's Hallberg. Open shot. Buries that corner 3.
Wide open there. Good ball movement there by the Lady Bulldogs.
9-point game. Great hustle by Hallberg, but she is going to get tagged with a slap on the arm there.
I believe that's her first.
That'll be, her first, team second.
Yep, I think I've got that right.
And not a lot of fouls called.
That's why I said this half has seemed to fly by, plus the fact that they're running up and down the court so fast.
Right. Good take by Vielberg. Sets her feet in the lane.
Shot by
Good kick to Rothering. Oh, good rebound by Hughes. Uses her speed to get it down the floor fast. Good post by Wagner.
Yeah.
Tough matchup there for Fleury.
Yeah, that is going to be a hard one for her. That
Fleury has length, but
just a sophomore, I believe.
Yep. I'm going to say the strength measure is going to go in favor of Wagner. Tip pass once again. Hughes, nice dish down low to Peisig, and she finishes on the opposite block. 13-point ball game, minute and a half to go in the half.
Big run here for Pardeeville.
Cross-court skip to Vielbig.
Inside to Fleury.
Fleury goes up, gets fouled. Nice pass inside by Vielbig. Fleury will shoot 2.
We'll catch Lydia Fleury.
I didn't quite get the foul on that one.
I was looking to see, I didn't see a single digit. Lydia misses that first one. Just in and out, bounced out there.
Round of substitutions for the Oaks. Georgia Hoffman checks back in, as well as Olivia Vielbig. Ryan Vielbig comes out of the game, as well as Rothering. Second one, no good. Rims out, tipped out by Hoffman. The Bulldog basketball.
We're going to go right down to the floor shot here with Reagan. She swapped on us again, which is good. I love that, so that we get a chance to see the multiple offenses and the defenses work.
Good three-quarter front by Hoffman. Contests well on that shot up.
I think that'll be on Olivia Vielbig, I believe. No, they're going to give it to Georgia. That'll be her second. Team's fourth.
We're going to say body. Thought she was relatively straight up, but maybe she jumped forward.
Yeah, we'll get here on Reagan. She's got a nicer shot here with the portable.
First attempt is no good by Lexi Hughes. With a minute left, that's her second. Gonna want to make sure she doesn't get a third here with just a minute remaining. Second attempt bounces in, 29-15 ball game. Sabel pushes the floor. Tipped away on the pass from Hoffman. Liebenau recovers. Trap in the corner. Tipped out by the Bulldogs. Lady Oaks ball.
And just like that, they're back up to a 14-point lead. I mean, they had it down to 6,
Yep.
The Lady Oaks did.
Nice kick out on the drive by Hoffman to Fleury. Another post entry, kicks it back out to Liebenau. Hoffman top the key. She's going to attempt that three. That's short off the rim. Rebound by Hulberg. Hughes looks up the floor to Peisig. Wagner on the baseline, tips it away.
Active hands there by Georgia, slapping at it.
Evades a third foul. Kick out to Hughes on the top of the key. Guarded by
2-3
Sabel.
zone,
Yep.
right?
Good catch, Jeff. Cross-court pass. Hulberg wasn't expecting that entry. Hoffman will be credited with that steal. Liebenau swings it over to Hoffman. Nice backdoor cut by Sabel.
Oh,
Can't
no.
find the glass, off the iron. Fleury down low with the rebound, gets it out to Sabel. 5 seconds here to get a shot up for the Oaks before half. Hoffman in the post, high post touch, tipped away by Wagner. That'll be your first half, folks. 29-15 advantage, Pardeeville Bulldogs. We're gonna go check out some stats, make sure we're right. Get back to you with those. We're gonna go to a couple ads. Let Jeff take over here.
We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Peyton Moldenhauer and Reagan on the portable here. She's got a great shot as the teams are exiting to the locker rooms. We'll step aside. We'll be back.
Alumni Jared Rignaris. We know that cancer has touched many of our lives in some manner and want to invite you to partner with us in making this a very successful evening of hope. Check out the CWC website for further information.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
January 18th is the annual Waupun Warriors hockey team's Pink Out the Rink event. Every year, the Warriors fundraise and donate to a recipient fighting breast cancer. This year's beneficiary is Carmen. In April 2020, she was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer. Since diagnosis, she has undergone a double mastectomy, lymph node removal, and reconstructive surgery. Come on down and pack the community center on January 18th. Meet Carmen and support this great event as the Warriors. Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. Let's see if we can give you a little bit of statistics here. Let's talk about the Oakfield Oaks here first, and then we'll give you some stats, and we'll get to Peyton's expert analysis here. Ryan Vielbig with 2 points. Alexis Liebnow with 2 points. Olivia Vielbig with 3. And Georgia Hoffman, again, she is dominating with the 8 points. That's a total of 15. Offensively, they're going to really have to figure out what they're going to do to put more points up. Fouls for the team, Georgia Hoffman with 2, so she's going to have to be careful. Lydia Fleury with 1 and Haley Rothring with 1. So you're coaching the Lady Oaks. Peyton, what are you telling them right now in the locker room?
I think they did a really good job matching the energy later. Obviously, you want to get out to it in the gates when they're open, but it's been tough work for Hoffman down there. Still has 8 at the half, which is still impressive. I think the Bulldogs had a game plan coming in today knowing that she's their star player, and they put a lot of focus on her, but they're doing a good job still making sure she's getting touches with the ball. They're going to want to get their other three-point shooters going here, just going based off the stat sheet. Liebenau shooting 46% from 3 this year. Sabel as well. If they can get Georgia Hoffman some clean post touches and she gets doubled, I'm looking to get Sabel and Liebenau some open looks around the arc. They're very consistent three-point shooters, plenty of attempts as well to prove that they are shooting that well. That's where they're lacking. I think they've only have 1 three-pointer.
Yeah.
And I think scoring inside is great, but to keep them honest, I think that's, especially when you have good shooters like that on the outside as well, your best case scenario. Georgia's a good passer. You said she has point guard skills from years past, and it's very visible. She's taken the ball up the court probably half the time for this team yet, and something good to look for. They got some shooters they want to get into this game.
Let's step aside here. We'll pick up a couple of more ads. Before we do that, I want to let Ron know thank you very much. I haven't talked about putting stuff into the YouTube chat, and what you're putting in there is absolutely perfect. Tell us who you're cheering for, who's your favorite player, where you're watching from, what you like about the contest. You see a play there of a great pass and a feed. We love that. The girls are going to love it when they go back and watch it as well. So we'll come back and we'll talk about the Lady Bulldogs here in the first half after 2 minutes. The Wapaka Comets for the annual Pink Out the Rink event.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service, serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today 920-346-TIRE.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome back here to, we're right there, we'll stay right there on Pardeeville. Let's talk about Pardeeville here. Scoring for the Pardeeville Bulldogs as a team here. Leighton Haslew with 2. Let's see who else we got here. I'm trying to do this. I didn't do it quick enough here. Emma Gens with 3. Lexi Hughes with 3. Natalie Peisig with 4. Bronte Hallberg with 8, as well as
9. That fourth one was a 3.
Oh, take that back. That is 9. So thank you very much. So I missed a 2 and a 3-pointer there. So, and then Ava Wagner with 8 as well. So pretty decent balanced scoring here from a couple of the ladies here. If you are coaching the Bulldogs, what are you telling them?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Their defensive pressure, as you said, was suffocating. I thought that was the perfect word to use, Jeff. Not much room to breathe for the Oakfield team. They're making it hard for their guards to even enter it into the post to Hoffman, and they're turning their defense into offense. In their half court, they're moving it around pretty well. We saw a couple of really nice open looks from 3 that they eventually got open as they worked it around. And they're staying out of foul trouble as well doing it. So
right.
They're taking their looks down low with Wagner when they can, when Hoffman's in the game. They're also taking advantage of it when she's out of the game. You saw some mismatches down there when Hoffman's out of the game. A lot's going their way right now. Even when Oakfield has played steady, they really haven't made any big runs. So Lady Bulldogs have been very impressive here in the first half thus far.
Yeah, what I've noticed is I'm really impressed with the speed, the reactions. They know where they need to be. With their man-to-man defense also, they're doing a fantastic job of staying in there tight, just like you said, the word to me that just came up. It was that suffocating defense here. This is going to be a very interesting half here because I think if Oakfield does not get out quick and close things up here, I think that they might be in trouble. For a victory here. Now, again, we've talked about this before. Their schedule is loaded with heavy competition. This is only going to help Pardeeville here with their strength of schedule as well, and that's what we love about the Trailways crossover games.
Right.
The fact that they have that opportunity here to play those tougher teams across the conference. It's automatically built into the schedule, so you don't necessarily need to schedule that cross-conference game unless you have a rivalry. For example, right, you got the close ones with Randolph and CWC right here.
Yep.
So right, you gotta schedule those because you don't know what's going to happen on the Trailways crossover.
So it makes it so much fun.
Right, exactly. And we talk about it. The Trailways Conference is about 36 schools or more, and we know that we're going to have a great contest. And again, I want to thank Reagan for the great work she's doing here. We got 18 minutes of basketball. Let's see what the Lady Oaks can do. They're going to have to get out quick. Liebnow, she'll pop for 3, and she's going to miss that first one.
Great
Rebound
first
to
look.
Wagner.
That's what I was talking about, too, just a couple moments ago. Those are
Yeah.
good looks to get going here.
They just have to execute. Zone defense, they started out with good hands in there by Krista Sabel.
Liebnow comes away with it.
Gives it to Sabel, to Georgia. She looked for 3, decided not to.
Had me convinced she was going to shoot it. Took it all the way to the rim. Drops that one in. 12-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs.
Let's see the offense run here.
Peisig, 3-pointer, just in and out.
And a good rebound there by Krista Sabel.
Hands it off to Liebnow. Tough place in the corner. Thankfully, no trap was made there. Steinke attacks the middle of the lane. Kicks it back out to Liebnow. Sails that one over Sabel's head. That's going to go the other way.
Good, tough defense one more time there. 29-17 here in the second half.
Hallberg swinging it over to Wagner. She has a three-point look, in and out, but great hustle by Hughes. Can't finish off the offensive rebound.
Picked up there by Ryan Vielbig.
Liebenau, right idea.
White ball.
Good rotation by the Bulldogs. Baseline out of bounds.
Oh, got a shoe right down here in front of us. So I was wondering what was the holdup.
I was gonna say it was behind the ref. I couldn't quite see it.
Sabel
Hallberg
drives in.
steal attempt.
Just overplayed it.
They recover nicely. Steinke all the way to the rim.
Good job there by Meredith Steinke for her first points of the game.
10-point ball game. Talked about an early run to continue to keep this a game. We're gonna get a jump ball on the baseline.
Good battle in there.
Gonna stay here with the Bulldogs.
So we saw that right there with the camera work by Reagan down there. Georgia Hoffman and Krista Sabel both in there battling for the Oaks to get a hold of the ball.
Hallberg
Oh,
take.
nice dish.
Might have had the floater. Good look down low nonetheless to Wagner.
Unselfish play you
Yep.
see there from these Lady Bulldogs.
They're spreading the wealth certainly too. Good take by Hoffman.
Saw that
I'm gonna
played
say she was going up with that one. She'll shoot two.
all the way from behind. We watched that one with Reagan shooting it for us. Georgia checks to see how much skin she lost on the elbows. And that one's going to miss.
She's shooting just over 80%, I believe, from the free throw line this year.
And she is solid from three-point or from the charity stripe.
Second attempt's good. Single-digit lead for the Bulldogs. 5-0 run out of the gates for the Oaks.
That's what we talked about that they need. They have to close.
Hasley had a open look top to key. Shots aren't falling for the Bulldogs to start the second half. Steinke with a great look and push down the floor. Timeout is being called by Coach Gunther of the Bulldogs. 7-0 run for the Oaks. Timeout on the floor.
See if that'll get a little bit of a charge here into the Oaks.
They are awake.
And I know that some of you are sitting out there listening to us, and we are a little bit biased right now with the Lady Oaks. That's one of the teams that we cover. We'll be back.
Years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture, Marf. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian. What did you say, Peyton?
We got a ball game, Jeff.
We got a ball game here. Now, let me just explain a little bit there. So we like basketball. We cover basketball. We see good basketball plays. We call basketball plays here. You know, we do have a proposal out there to the Trailways. We'll see what comes out of it. But right now, teams we cover are Randolph, Oakfield, Waupun, CWC. So the three Trailways teams that we talk about there. So we know these girls, we know these teams, so we're cheering for them, yes. And that's why we are actually broadcasting the game tonight. But that's not to say that Pardeeville doesn't have a good basketball team.
No, they're certainly a lot of fun to watch,
we're
Jeff.
enjoying this. And again, we could see good basketball plays just like that. Ava Wagner in there battling, picks up the rebound. We call it. Good work there by Ava Wagner. Her first points of the half. Over and back. Mistake there by the Lady Oaks. That's one of the things they can't have on their way back here. Coach Gunther has taken good timeouts. He's figured out when to stop it. He did it before in that half, in the first half, and was able to come back out, settle his ladies down, and they came back and stretched their lead back out.
Yep. Oaks are going to want to settle in here, get a stop. Unfortunately, two nice passes off the inbound results in a bucket. Forced pass in the middle off the press to Hoffman.
Off of Krista Sabel's foot. Stretch that back out to a double-digit lead, so a good decision there to take that timeout by Coach Gunther.
Proving the workout once again. Timeouts being a good reset for teams when some runs are going on.
Especially when you're a solid team and you only have to make a few adjustments, right?
Right.
They were hitting, just like that, they were hitting the rim, and the Lady Oaks were getting the rebounds right there. Pushing it back up.
Up the floor, Sabel on the right wing, gets it down low to Steinke. She finishes.
She has got 6 points in this half.
She's been rolling, had a nice floater earlier.
Doing a good job battling inside. Oh, what a pretty shot that was.
Too much room on the wing for Hallberg.
Wow.
12-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs once again. Physical play up top.
From what I'm looking at, and maybe I'm misseeing it here, because that's very possible. What a nice read there. You can't float it.
Yep, I was going to say, left it in the air for too long. Bulldog speeder going to chase that one down. Hughes for three, off the mark. Great hustle by Steinke and Peisig.
Joint possession.
Yep.
Jump ball, Lady Oaks.
Round of substitutions for the Lady Oaks. Looks like Ryan. Trying to think. Ryan, no.
Olivia Vielbig comes
the other
in.
Vielbig came in the
Olivia
game, as well
comes
as
in.
Haley Rothering.
And Lydia Fleury. As I was trying to, let me finish up my thought here. I just don't think, from what I'm looking at, is that the Oaks don't have the length or the height to match right now the Pardeeville Bulldogs. The speed is there. That is not a doubt at all. They just don't have the height to match in there with Pardeeville. Now, with that being said, you don't have to have height to be a winning team.
Nope, you just got to be smarter.
And execute.
That was a great take to the left by Fleury. Fouled on the way up.
First time we've seen her be that aggressive and actually go to the hoop. I didn't see who the foul was on.
I didn't catch that one either. Should scream down to the court and ask the official on the sideline what he thought.
Yeah, force them to tell us the numbers.
Yeah.
I think it's time that we have to mic up our officials so that we can just talk to them, put an earpiece in there.
Yep.
Good job there by Lydia Fleury to finish both of those free throws.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Gentz entered the game for the Bulldogs. She's got the ball on the wing, thought about a three. Guarded by Vielbig. She attacks the middle of the lane, fouled on her way up. This one's gonna go on number 23, Olivia Vielbig. The team's first foul of the half.
Emma Gentz at the line, nails that first one. She just grabbed a hold of the ball and just drove right to the hoop.
Just came off the bench. She thought about a three earlier. Aggressive for sure. Hoffman comes out of the game for the Oaks. Wagner gets an offensive rebound immediately.
Let's check out the action down here on the floor now with Reagan.
Post touch down low. Last touch by Steinke.
She couldn't get the hand cupped underneath it on that, tried to get that entry pass in there.
I don't know if you want to feed the ball down there to Steinke, especially so forced like that, but post touches regardless, I know we stress too, post touches for guards are a good thing too. Just got to make sure that it's there.
Good job there on the defense by Krista Sabel to step in there, willing to take the charge, gets the turnover.
Hoffman brings it down the floor, gives it away, gets it right back, left wing three. Could have resulted in a jump ball, but they let him play past it. Missed layup by Wagner, rebounded by Olivia Vielbig.
It's not a knock here. I just want people to know that Lydia Fleury just does not have that strength right now to be able to physically battle inside like that. Good block. And, oh.
Physical play down low. They're letting them play today. There's been minimal fouls called this game.
I was watching my camera, almost playing some bowling over there. She'll take another chance. Oh, nope, I thought she would. She knows she's just got to you got to just keep popping, right?
If it's there, seems like she's got a nice shot from the outside.
She does.
They're letting them play down low, that's for sure.
Yeah, very physical battle.
Like to think it's both ways, though.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think that they've called it very consistently. And we've talked about this stuff before. When you have your officials, I mean, you just want to make sure that you're consistent.
Right.
Not every group has to call it exactly the same. Some like to call just a minimal shuffle of the feet.
Hughes off the mark from the mid-range pull-up. Rebound by Hoffman.
But they've been very consistent here, letting them play, letting body contact, like we just saw right there, take place.
They'll call the reach-in foul.
34 this time. Hallberg with the foul. Krista Sabel will take it out for the Lady Oaks. We got Reagan over on the other side there, so we'll stick on her camera here. Lydia Fleury can handle the ball, definitely for a big girl.
Sabel throws it out of reach of Olivia Vielbig in the corner. See if the Lady Bulldogs can extend their lead. They're up 14 at the half. It's an 11-point ball game yet.
So Oakfield has won the half, but we just talked about, can you close? Good drive there again.
It'll be Lexi Hughes heading to the line. I think they're going to tag Olivia Vielbig with
yep,
that
that's
one.
what it looked like.
Hughes short on the first.
Got the basket cam there. I flipped the buttons too quickly. I should just really actually follow on my secondary monitor like I'm supposed to, but didn't, so.
Too fun a game to watch. This one doesn't hit the rim. It'll be baseline out of bounds. Oakfield Lady Oaks possession.
So on the free throw, it must hit the rim.
Yes, has to hit the rim for it to be playable.
Georgia a little short.
3-point look there.
It's going to stay right here. The ball went off one of the Bulldogs. See if we pick it up there. Yep, right off the back. Good camera shot there by Reagan for us to be able to see it.
Inbound to Ryan Vielbig. Stolen away by Lexi Hughes. Coast to coast. Puts the brakes on, finishes on the block. 13-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Vielbig picks it up on the left wing. Sabel, the deep two in the corner. That's short. Great hustle by Hoffman. Sabel down low. Can't finish.
Just over Lays, yeah.
Big stop needed here.
Charge, yep, it is.
I thought so too.
I thought so as well. I thought Georgia got into position.
Not that the take was necessarily out of control, but she stood her ground, was chest up. Great defense. I didn't see who the charging foul was quite on either.
And I didn't even see it on the replay. There's Georgia Hoffman with her three. Now we'll see what happens. If she's dialed in, that could help the Lady Oaks here. And what I've noticed from Georgia, she runs, and when she's got some confidence.
Long rebound underneath. Wagner comes away with that one. Gentz with the three, it's tipped. Hughes comes down with it.
Oh.
I don't think there was any communication that the shot went up. No one was expecting the short rebound off the tip. Hoffman spins into the lane. Got a foul called. They'll say she was going up. She will shoot 2.
Got Reagan down there, so we'll use hers on the free throw here.
They're going to call that one Adeline Schultz for the Lady Bulldogs.
Number 31.
Hits her first.
And you talked about before that she is solid at the free throw line, like almost at 80% here,
She
right?
is at 80. I think she's pushing 81. Those are great numbers. I think my best free throw shooting season was only 1 year I had it in the 80s. Otherwise, 80% is a crazy number.
Yeah, and she is, again, she hasn't been a three-point threat this year. She can be.
Yep.
That hasn't her role. What a move. Good rebound right there. Her role this year is to be down low. That'll be on Ava Wagner on the foul.
That'll be
on the floor.
Yep, that'll be Pardeeville's team 6th. Oakfield will be shooting the bonus here on out. That was a great take by Gentz. Rothering all the way in on the left side, finishes with the right.
Good job there by Haley.
Back to single digits. Deep floater by Hughes. Gets the roll from the free throw line. Don't try that one at home, folks.
Oh, man.
Gets it to roll, back up to 10. Hoffman topped the key 3.
Oh, just
off the
rim.
back iron. Post entry for Rothering, bit high of an entry pass. Hughes gets rid of it, lands in the hands of the Oaks. Post touch for Hoffman results in a foul down low for Hughes. Probably a good move there, going to make her earn it from the line.
Yeah, I thought Georgia could have taken that one to the hoop right away. That's what I was wondering about. Coach taking advantage of the 2 shots here, talks to his defense. Georgia nails that one.
9-point ball game.
Good job there again with Reagan. And again, miss automatic.
Working it around. Wagner attacks baseline. Good recovery.
Oh, that's going to be on the line. They're going to say she stepped on the line first.
I thought Hoffman is pretty straight up there on the baseline, too, trying to be as unbiased as I can.
Yeah, I mean, we can only see what we see, right?
Right.
And again, you have to trust the officials. They're down there.
Certainly didn't initiate any contact, so.
Yeah, it's not like she stepped in or threw the hip forward.
Yep. Huge possession for the Oaks here. Every bucket matters so much when you're down 8. Loose ball to the corner. She attempts a 3. They're going to say it was off number 15, Jerome, as they were competing for the rebound.
Don't look now, Peyton, right here. Again, they've closed it to within 8.
Yep. 8.
Score here, doubled it to 2 possessions, right?
Hallberg checked back in for the Bulldogs. Rothering around the arc.
Oh, you'd like to see Alexis try and pop that 3, too, because she can hit 3s. Oh, good work by Rothering. Unfortunately,
good look.
Couldn't finish.
That offense possession was big,
oh,
even bigger
nice Euro
defensive
step
possession.
There. Boy, I thought there for a second there that Hallberg may have rolled her ankle. I hope she's okay. Yeah, I see her up-stepping on it there. I'm hoping that.
I'm not sure if they gave that one to Hoffman or Steinke.
Good shot right there.
Sabo comes back into the game for Fleury.
Good job there by Lydia to give Krista Sabo a good breather right there. Let's hear. I'm hoping that Bronte is okay. Good shot there. Looks like she's okay. Smart that she's wearing both ankle braces there, I think. I mean, I just think that that's the name of the game. Oh, yeah,
Speaking
she's looking
of
good. Yeah.
Hallberg gets the steal, goes all the way down, goes up through contact, finishes strong.
Wow.
She'll go to the line and shoot 1.
Great work. And once again, just like that, stretch that lead back out. As soon as the Lady Oaks have closed it.
Quick 5 points for the Bulldogs.
To what is possibility.
Look for Rothering. Good save by Hoffman on the catch. They're going to get it out of the corner. She pulls up from 3. That one is just short. Good save by Sobel. Didn't have a teammate to really toss it to.
Down to 6:45 and counting here in the second half. Coach imploring his defense.
Hallberg with a nice corner look. Can't get it to fall. Hoffman's pushing the floor. Falls on her own, but the ball was loose. They're not going to call travel.
That's what I was wondering. I was kind of surprised there. And now, do we have a joint possession or do we have a foul? They're going to talk about it. They're going to call the foul.
Baseline official overrules the sideline official.
15.
Says foul. 1-1.
Going to the line.
I believe it's Alexis Liebenow.
Yeah. Back up to a 13-point lead. The Lady Oaks had it close to 8.
They've done that twice.
Yeah.
Can't connect on the free throw. Cross court skip. That is Jerome.
Oh, good kick.
Kicks to Hasley. She connects on the 3. 16-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs.
Every time the Lady Oaks make a run, the Bulldogs have had a response.
Yep, they've had the answer. Steinke attacks. They're going to get a foul on the ground by Hallberg. That'll send Steinke to shoot the 1-1 at the free throw line.
Ron, you do not have to worry about that, about being unbiased. You're okay. We're telling you the same thing, so no worries here.
Steinke, little shooter's touch off the rim, falls in.
What a great half here. So if you're looking for a positive thing for Oakfield, what a great half here for Meredith Steinke. That is her 7th point. She is not typically a scoring presence. I mean, it's almost always Georgia Hoffman here.
Right.
And it's great to have somebody else step forward.
And it's not one of their shooters that have shot plus 40% from 3 this year either that have been scoring in this one. So, yeah, good outing from Steinke thus far. It's still a 15-point ball game, so in all reality, Fleury follows Wagner down low. She'll shoot 2. It's a 0-0 ball game this half. Most of the game they've been, or most of the half they've been winning the half.
Right.
But that's why you play a full game. You got to play the first half and come out and match the energy right away. But the Bulldogs have had that edge today so far.
Ava Wagner shooting 2. We got Reagan right down there again with a good shot.
Wagner cashes in on the first. Had to quiet down there. It got really quiet.
Yeah, I know. We don't normally have to, but again, you've been listening to Peyton Moldenhauer here with Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far. We really enjoy doing this. We love high school sports. You know, if you've liked this as Trailways folks, what we would ask is, again, we talked about, we put in a proposal to cover a Trailways game of the week for the boys and girls. We'd love to do that. We know we can't cover every team, but we love Trailways teams. Good drive right there. Was that Hughes one more time?
Hughes takes it coast to coast.
She is having a second half as well. And I couldn't even flip to the camera down there by Reagan. She went so fast. Looks like we got a timeout here for the Lady Oaks. We're going to take it with them. We haven't had a chance to share with our sponsors. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer, Peyton Moldenhauer, and Reagan down on the floor.
We've always been a family that thinks about spend, save, give. It was refreshing to find a financial company that echoed that mentality.
With Thrivent, it's more than just about gaining financial confidence. It's about how you can use your resources to create change in your community. It's been a relationship that's created a whole exponential amount of good.
This is Jonathan Leonard, serving the area communities and supporting the local teams. Good luck this season.
God bless.
Angling
You don't.
Yep.
service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian. 5:17 left here in the second half. The Lady Oaks trailing.
It's a 19-point lead now. Biggest
Just
lead
like
of the
that.
game
Yeah,
for the
right.
Bulldogs.
Boy, I was looking at that. I'm going, am I right with my math? I
Yep.
should be as a math teacher, former math teacher.
We talk about this game being so much full of runs, and it's just been an explosive one for the Bulldogs. They just keep piling it on here with this run.
Yeah, right now there's no answer for the Lady Oaks.
Hoffman's been out of the game the last minute or two as well. At this point, do you think they have a chance taking their
Boy,
best
I
ball
really
player
don't
out?
know.
Maybe
not with 440. I mean, it's just so tight.
right. At least it was, but maybe precautions to keep their
Well, then we don't know where the
There's-
health of the team is there.
right.
Lydia Fleury nails that one.
Just maybe something's lingering for her too, or
I
preventing something from having that happening.
I'm not really sure. I can't remember. I don't have the papers here about the upcoming schedule for Oakfield as well.
Fleury's been perfect from the free throw line.
That's why I said she has a nice shot. I would like to see her shoot more. For 3.
Emma Gentz.
And he just decided, the coach has decided to put in
A fresh
5
new
girls.
5.
Yep.
Making a statement. Not
very happy
yep,
about what's
not the
happened out
minutes
there.
he wanted from that 5 on the floor. He's gonna bring in a fresh 5. Quick 30-second timeout. Gonna get right back into it here. First horn already went off.
Yeah, we stayed here the whole time. That was, so who we got out here?
Tried to speak somewhat loud, so
Hayden Colleen out there. Number 42, Lainey Deer out there as well.
Yep.
Georgia Hoffman imploring these 5 ladies to get out there and battle is what the message was.
Right. They've battled most of this game. They don't want to see the score get too out of hand because for the most part they've competed so well. It'd be nice to have the scoreboard reflect that at the end of this one.
Georgia Hoffman.
It's just been little spurts where they haven't been able to keep the scoreboard where they'd like. Hoffman short on this one. Ava Wagner checks out of the game. Big minutes from her today. Hasley checks back in.
Yeah, I don't think that, I think their bench play has been super solid. Georgia misses that one as well.
Yep.
That's not typical either.
These Bulldogs are deep. They got a good guard on their bench waiting to play as well. Used to play for the Randolph squad.
Okay.
She's a Pardeeville native.
Was an open enrollee and decided not to open enroll.
I don't know how that whole process
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
I wish I knew the
That's
WIA's
typically, yeah.
things, but yep, something with already playing with the prior ball squad there.
Right. Yeah.
Gotta wait her time, but there'll be another added depth to this Pardeeville squad whenever she's granted the ability to play.
Real big for 3. Maybe it worked.
Tipped away by Hoffman. They've let him play for the most part today, but they've been calling him as of late.
Matching up man to man.
Yep. I think they've been aggressive all game, but I think the fundamental aggressiveness as the game's gone on has kind of deteriorated. Just a little more hands-on, a less feet are moving as fatigue setting in.
Now, how much of this is that they've just decided, the Bulldogs have said, we're not going to pile it on right now and just back it out and then have the clock?
Yep. They're going to take their time on these possessions. If they have a shot, they're going to make sure it's underneath the hoop. They're well coached. They've had a good program the last couple years.
And I didn't pay attention enough to the years. Yeah, I think you have that sheet here, so I'm assuming they're more experienced here. The Bulldogs are. Let's transfer that shot down there. Let's see what it looks like on the court.
Yeah, they returned a lot of their players from this last year.
So are we looking at seniors? Is this their year, or are they spread out quite a bit?
They do have
good shot there, and against.
They have a couple seniors, but it looks like the bulk of their players are juniors.
Okay, so one more.
Yep.
Season to build something solid here. And if I remember correctly, looking at, I believe I saw the rankings, I think that they were ranked.
That wouldn't shock me.
Third, maybe even in Division 4, I thought, but I could be wrong. Good hard battle there.
With Lourdes having a win over them earlier this year, you got to imagine if they're Division 4, that they're probably ahead of them. But
I would have to check. You know, Aaron, if he can get that information to us here quickly at 2:21, I know that he can pop that out there. Let us know about the rankings. I'm sure he probably had it put on the slide, and I just didn't pay attention to it. Well, you got a good Deerfield team coming up here also. It would be very interesting to see. Pardeeville, Deerfield. I think Deerfield is in the south, right?
Yes.
And Pardeeville is in the west.
Yep.
So it would have been interesting to see those two play against each other. Oh.
Great defense in the middle lane. Stood her ground. No call.
I guess I'm surprised at that. Timeout here with 1:50, a 30-second timeout going to be called here by Pardeeville. We'll take it really quickly with them, and we'll come back.
Sir, at the CWC Gymnasium. Several activities will be...
Okay, I'm pretty sure I thought I saw the official. No, I had switched to a...
They did ask, but Coach Gunther persisted that he just wanted to get some players in.
Okay.
So they keep it rolling.
Good work here. I'll have to say, Hayden Colleen coming in. Usually is not a player I get to see a lot when we cover them. And Lainey Deer also. I think both of these ladies have done a good job stepping in here. Right there's Deer going right to the hoop.
Coaches loving their energy.
And then we saw Reagan right there with the camera. Had a great job there. We'll stay right with her as she's going to get the shots for the free throw. So we're coming down to our last minute and 34 seconds. You know, we had thought about covering almost all of these games. Unfortunately, we just could not do so. We've got so many other contests. This is a third basketball game that we have covered here. Covered one last night, two today, and I still have a broadcast with Pink Out the Rink.
Swinging it around, taking their time. Hallberg pick and roll against. They're going to get a moving screen there.
Yeah.
She did stick her hip out. Good call by the official.
Yeah, again, they did let the physicality and stuff go before, but this one was a little bit too egregious, I think. Egregious is probably not the word. A little bit too physical. Too much movement right there.
On that call or the game as a whole?
No, just on that one.
Yeah.
I don't think they had a choice.
I think good word for that is just obvious.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Yeah.
Very evident. She stuck her hip out.
Yeah.
Happens.
Olivia Vielbig's going to go to the line here for the Lady Oaks.
Most of the time, it's the ball handler's fault on those picks.
Yeah.
They don't come off tight enough, and you know the screener wants to make sure they make contact with the defense to set that up, and they make that extra effort, and they make it obvious that they're sticking their hip out or they're moving. Yeah, it just happens sometimes, but they always teach you to come off those screens tight.
107. Hey, Reagan, if you just want to grab that basket cam and head up here, that's fine.
Under a minute now. Here to go at Central Wisconsin Christian High School.
The Bulldogs from Pardeeville show their dominance here.
Yep, they are showing why they are not only ranked first, but positioned first in the Trailways West.
So my guess would be that we must have a Lourdes Deerfield coming up next.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wish we would have been able to cover that. We are not, unfortunately. But so what happens here on the crossover? So Pardeeville is the #1 team in the West, and then they take a look at who the number 2 teams are and who might be able to compete best with them. They thought that Oakfield could, and I would have said the same thing. Oakfield is a super solid team.
And at times they did very well, just really big runs for this Bulldog squad. They extend their defense so well, and they're so fast. Yeah, great runs for them today. Proved to be too much, but yeah, great contest at times down the stretch. It just got away from them, but fun game nonetheless.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll step aside here. We'll see if I can crunch some numbers. We'll see if we're close at least. And then we'll come back, give a little bit of a post-game show here, and then we'll wrap things up here from CWC. So stick with us here. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
To raise funds to support 2 area families battling brain cancer. CWC Director of Advancement Greg Zonefeld and CWC 2014 alumni Jared Rignaris. We know that cancer has touched many of our lives in some manner and want to invite you to partner with us in making this a very successful evening of hope. Check out the CWC website for further information. Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium here. Quickly here on the post-game show, so I should probably put on the post-game tab here and see if I can actually move my camera now. Yeah, it looks like it's going to let me do that. So let's take a look here. Post-game. If I'm looking at the scores correctly here for Oakfield, Meredith Steinke ended up with 7 points. Alexis Liebenau Ryan Vielbig with 2 points. Alexis Liebenau with 2. Total for Olivia Vielbig of 7. Haley Rothering with 2. Lydia Fleury with 4. And Georgia Hoffman with 18. to give their final. I believe it was 43, if I remember correctly. I did not add these up. I think it was 43.
Somewhere around there. I think it was a 22-point win for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. They just pulled it out at the end here.
Yep.
Natalie Pizig, I had her down for 4. Leighton Haslew, I had her down for 5. Emma Gentz with 10 points. She had 2 3-pointers. Actually, she had 3 3-pointers and a free throw. That's the 10 points that I had for her. Lexi Hughes with a total of 11. Bronte Hallberg with 18. And Ava Wagner with 12. And I believe it was a 66-43 or somewhere in there, 65-43 victory here for the Pardeeville Bulldogs. So just give us your final thoughts here, Peyton.
Pardeeville Bulldogs got a lot of depth, Jeff.
Yeah.
They, from the get-go off the bench, I think Gentz came off the bench, and I'm not sure who else, but they're also awaiting another player to see some meaningful minutes relatively soon, I believe. Yeah, and they bring the energy. They brought it right away. You used the word earlier, suffocating. There was not much room to breathe for Oakfield. I don't think they were expecting that right out of the gate. And from there, they just kind of set the tone. They eventually did match the energy a little too late, and they did make some runs of their own. They were competing very well, the Oakfield ladies. They brought it as close to 8 or 7 at a couple points in the second half. They got off to a really good run in the second half. You mentioned right out of the break that they were going to need a run to stay competing in this game. They did do that. So that was good to see. And then down the stretch, Oakfield coach, I'm going to have to remind me of his last name again.
Oh, Coach Gross.
Coach Gross. He wasn't very pleased with, a couple minutes there down the stretch as they went on a run. They weren't able to stop the run. I talk about my former head coach, Tyler Fisher, always saying, it's a game of runs, and it's how you weather the storm, sail the ship through the storm. Coach Gross trying to get that message, through to his girls, too, that they are going to happen, but you eventually got to stop the damage, and the damage in that last run by the Bulldogs was just too heavy. So in the very end, he rotated some out, and I think he was very pleased with the very last rotation that he had with his Oakfield girls. Kept the lead right around where it was after that last big run. But, Hoffman almost matched her season average.
Right.
She battled hard. Wagner is a really good matchup for her. Not the shooting performance that you would want to see from a couple of the Oakfield typical good three-point shooters, but Steinke with some really big minutes. Great game from her. They're going to take this one, learn as much as they can. Pardeeville is no slouch of a matchup, as you can tell. They're first in the West for a reason. But it was a fun game. They competed really well for the most part. It was just moments in the game where they couldn't sail the ship through the storm.
Right, and that's, again, I was very impressed with. So I know I lost our camera there for a second, but again, I was very impressed with Pardeeville team. This is the first time I've had a chance to see them, and again, they were super solid as far as I was concerned. Having not seen them play before, I was extremely impressed with their effort, their battle, their speed, their teamwork. I think this team is the real deal here, and that's why we were taking a look at before about how young they are. I mean, if the majority of them are juniors, boy, they're going to be very competitive for the next year as well.
Yep.
I want to give a congratulations to Coach Gunther. I want to thank everybody for following us here on the live stream. If you've liked what we've done, we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. This is what we exclusively do, is we cover high school sports in this area. I do believe that I do have on the schedule when Randolph and Pardeeville are going to be playing at Randolph for the girls, so we'll have a chance to see that contest.
Yep, that one will be at Randolph, I believe, as well. So
yeah, so looking forward to seeing that as well. I want to thank Peyton here. I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank Reagan for her work today as well. She did an amazing job once again. We can't do our job without her help. I can't do my job without Peyton's help, so we can't bring you this quality broadcast. So we're extremely happy that we've been able to do so. I want to thank you again. Take care. God bless. And we can't wait to see you at a rink or a court near us. Jeff Sauer signing off for Jeff's live stream.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.